Brace for impact. The Obamacare hits are coming, whether you signed up or not. Welcome, everyone. I'm Eric Bolling in for Neil Cavuto, and this is Your World. And forget the ball dropping. Get ready for your jaw to drop as a slew of new Obamacare taxes and fees prepare to kick in at the start of the new year. In fact, it's now showing up as a separate line on some insurance bills. Taxes totaling close to $280 a year on one bill includes things like $2 fee to help identify wasteful spending, a premium tax expected to add 2% to consumer costs, a 3.5% user fee to sell insurance on the Obamacare website, and the list goes on and on and on. Betsy McCoy knows the healthcare law inside and out. Betsy, she's the author of Beating Obamacare. Betsy, talk to us about all these fees that are showing up. Did we not know about these? Did you know about them?
Of course, they are all in the law. The tax man cometh. This law costs $1.2 trillion. $700 billion of it is coming out of Medicare, reductions in future Medicare spending. And the other $500 billion is new taxes and new fees. And slightly over $100 billion of that is technically fees and taxes on insurers. But of course, they're passing them on to consumers. And the Congressional Budget Office long ago reported that that would mean about $300 to $400 extra for each family that has a private plan.
Yeah, and Betsy, one of the things that we noted in that intro is a 3.5% fee to sell. So the sellers are actually charged that fee. Are we to assume that that's going to be passed right along to us?
Absolutely. As I said, it's going to raise the costs of private health plans. It's one of the three reasons that premiums are so much higher, on average 41% higher this year than previously.
All right. Now, so one of the other things that we talk about quite a bit is the insurer bailouts, and we were talking about that quite a bit lately. The risk corridors, which means if insurers didn't expect to be hit with some of the losses that they will be hit because of the few signees, they're going to be bailed out by the taxpayer. But the CBO, but my problem is that the CBO scored that as neutral. How can it possibly be neutral?
Well, there are so-called reinsurance fees in the law. In other words, insurance companies have to pay into a pot, and that is supposed to be distributed, that money, to the insurers that get clobbered with the sickest enrollees. But the trouble is, very recently, the Obama administration illegally, against the letter of the law, exempted some union plans from paying that reinsurance fee, which means it's going to be a bigger fee on everybody else.
All right, Betsy, also now tell us about these new taxes, not necessarily new, but that are coming to light lately.
Well, get ready to pay what's called the Medicare unearned income or investment income tax. So if you as an individual earn over $200,000 a year, or as a couple $250,000 a year, and you sell something of value and make a profit, in addition to the cap gains tax you already would have to pay, you're going to have to pay a 3.8% tax on that gain. And don't think you're not in that income category, because say you sell the house at the lake that's been in your family for years, you may get pushed into that higher income category as a result and get clobbered with that fee.
Right. You know, when she said it, former Speaker Nancy Pelosi said we have to pass it to find out what's in it. Boy, we keep finding out we're not liking it. Betsy McCoy, thank you very much.
Thank you.